main military districts in this game. The first one I will be going over is the encampment district. The encampment district, there are three buildings that you can build in it. For the first building, there are two options of what to build. Um, there are the barracks and then there are the stables. Both of them, they will give you +1 production, +1 housing, +1 citizen slot, and +1 great general point per turn. Um, the only difference between the two is that the barracks will give you plus 25% combat experience for all melee, ranged, and anti-cavalry units. Um, Whereas the stable will give you 25% combat experience for all cavalry and siege units trained in the city. The next building you can build is the armory. It will give you +3 production and +1 great general point per turn, and it'll also give you an extra specialist slot. It will also give you plus 25% combat experience for all melee, anti-cavalry, ranged, cavalry, and siege units trained in the city. The final building that you can build in the encampment district is the military academy. This will give you +4 production, +1 housing, and +1 citizen slot per turn, as well as an extra military general point, great general point per turn. Also, as well as the other two buildings, it will give you plus 25% combat experiences for all melee, anti-cavalry, ranged cavalry, and siege units trained in the city, making it with all three, you'll get a 75% bonus. They stack in each other. The other advantages of the encampments are that they will get city shots. Um, so they can act as their own little city defensive unit. Um, they also will protect a unit in them as long as they are not broken. They have their own health like cities and can be broken. And once they're broken, they can obviously no longer fire and will no longer protect units in them. Another advantage of them is once you build the armory, you can then train military engineers, which can be useful for a lot of things like digging tunnels and building railroads. So encampments are very useful for training better units than regular and for good defense. They're very important for domination victories. The next district I'll be going over is the aerodrome district. The aerodrome district is how you build airplanes. If you don't have an aerodrome district, you cannot build planes, unlike the encampment where you can train units without an encampment. There are two possible buildings that you can build in the aerodrome district. The first being the hangar. The hangar will provide +2 production and to give you an additional air slot. Additionally, you have you have 2 air slots, so the hangar will make it 3. It also gives all air units a 25% combat experience bonus when trained in that aerodrome. The next building that you can build is the airport. The airport will give you +4 production, and an additional 2 production when powered, consuming 1 power for a total of 6 production. It also gives you an additional air slot and 50% combat experience for all air units trained in the city.